So what is up, everyone? Today is Tuesday, February 10th. I'll be trading the Nasdaq like I always do. So I'm coming to the session with a bullish bias. If we start on the daily, I feel like the daily doesn't look the most bullish, but I mean, this candle was a seriously big move up, and yesterday was a big push up. The only thing is we might react off this volume imbalance, but honestly, I low-key think we might fill in the full extent of this volume imbalance. And I just feel like a lower time frame, if you look at the order flow, right? Like, we created this 4-hour gap. I feel like this is where it starts looking more bullish. Like, we're respecting this 4-hour gap. If you look at the 1 hour, right, we're inside this 1 hour gap. And I feel like we're not delivering from it the way I'd like. Like, it's taking forever to come up to this high, but it's trending toward it nonetheless. We came here and took out some of these lows, and we're, like, reacting off of them. You can see, like, we're printing wicks down here. So, obviously, like, yeah, I'm pretty bullish. We already came down. We retraced into a 15-minute gap. There's definitely no entries here. I mean, these are just, like, wicks. It's way too close to the open to really get an entry. But, interesting. I know there's an SMT at Asia low as well. So, if I put, like, the session indicator... If we look at Asia low, ES actually came out and took out Asia low, while NQ never took out Asia low. So we are kind of like delivering from a bullish SMT. That was good, Tim. What's up, Kane? How are you? Although I feel like for me to stay bullish, I want to see the SMT at Asia low hold. And maybe it's possible we could even come down. There's like a lower 15-minute gap down here, but... Oh, there was news at, what, 8:30? There's still a data wick left behind, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, there's actually a data wick. You said, do you want that data wick to be taken? I don't think it necessarily has to be taken. It would be nice if we come down and take it, but I feel like, honestly, there's like these two 15-minute gaps. I honestly think we might just respect these gaps, to be honest. So, good morning. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Uber? Why am I blind, data low? Yeah, at least, like, right now, we're respecting this 15-minute gap over here. Like, right now, there's no way for me to really take a long, though. Like, even on the 30-second, there's no, like, gaps opening up for me to take an inverse off of. It would be nice if, like... A tool. Right, so, like, we're chopping over here. If we could manipulate down, give me a good inversion coming back, that would be nice. I would take a long off something like that. You said doing good myself. My bias is unsure today. Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying. Honestly, I feel like I could see longs and I could see shorts, but I feel like at this moment in time right now, I feel like the 1 hour and the 4 hour look kind of overall bullish. Damn, there's not even a 30-second gap here because we tapped into this other 15-minute gap I was talking about down here. Where's my drawing tool? Right, this 15-minute gap down here. Honestly, if there was like a 30-second inversion I could have taken somewhere in here, I honestly would have taken it, to be honest. You said if we take it, we'll still inside of 1 hour. I mean, yeah, that is true. You said hello all. What's up, me time? How are you? We're printing some crazy wicks. Said good, you? I'm happy to hear you doing good. Can't complain. Said hola, Tim. What's up, Bryn? How are you? What's up, Vizid? How are you, bro? You said tired, had yoga this morning? Interesting. You know, I've never been to yoga, but I've always heard that I feel like people think yoga isn't that hard, and like when you go to like yoga, it's a lot harder than you think. Said, how are you? I can't complain. Doing pretty good. I'm kind of tired. I kind of slept in a little bit today. Said, what are those candles? Yeah, I don't know. There's so many wicks up here. You said I'm doing fine. I'm just not using Tradevate at all. I'll use TradingView. Yeah, TradingView is pretty chill. He said I thought yoga wasn't hard. My whole body was vibrating. Yeah, I've heard people talk about like I don't know if I go to the like you know those hot yoga classes too. I've heard those are like crazy. You said bro's body was vibrating? Well, I guess you probably can't see the profile picture because you're on Twitch, but technically that's actually a girl. I'm pretty sure. You know, you can never assume these days, but... I mean, you're good. You said Gro's body was vibrating. So we're actually opening up some bearish gaps. So honestly, yeah, I figured that one out. You know, I don't know why. I feel like I have like PTSD from like one time I was on like TikTok live and I kept calling someone bro, and she was like, "Why do you keep calling me bro? I'm a girl." And I don't know why I feel like I'm so cautious about that now. We might take out this data low, which is honestly pretty nice. So like, let's say if we want to sweep this low, react off of it, I'd like something like that. You said I remember that. That's funny you were there for that. You said, are we bullish or bearish? Honestly, right now, I want to say I'm bullish. But I feel like if we just keep dumping, eventually I'll change my mind. But right now, I feel like because we're trading inside like the 4 minute. On the 4 hour, I feel like we've opened up this 4 hour gap. We're kind of respecting it a little bit. I feel like we're low-key in bullish structure right now on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, but... I feel like the thing is, if we sweep Asia low and don't start reacting off of it, I'll kind of be sussed out, but... So we just took out data lows. Honestly, I would like to see a reaction off of data lows. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what's up. You said Asia Lows is sponsored. Yeah, there's also an SMT at Asia Lows. So I feel like I really don't think Asia Lows will get hit. And if it does, I really got to question how bullish I am. You said chef's kiss with the SMT. It's looking like ES is starting to react up. Yeah, we're getting a very clean reaction off this data low too. Okay, I gotta see. So the highest time frame gap in this leg is probably going to be this 2 minute, if I had to guess. We might not even open up this 2 minute. I hope we open this 2 minute. Because 2 minute looks the cleanest so far. And I like, if I am able to get an inverse off this 2 minute, I like the break even point. It's like, it's light years away. And I hate when my break even point's mad close, so that makes sense. Shit, I'm not using Tradevate. I'm the biggest Tradevate hater. Bro's beefing with Tradevate. So we've created this 2-minute gap. I gotta lock in. I mean, honestly, so if we close through this 2-minute, I'm probably gonna take this inverse. I can almost get a 1-to-1 at this high. So I wonder what age groups in your stream. I can honestly probably check a little bit. I know YouTube gives me like mad analytics. Bro, you said, guys, I'm an unk, I'm 20. Dude, if you're an unk and you're 20, what does that make me? I don't think, bro, you can't, how are you gonna call yourself unk if you can't even legally drink? Oh, wait, I guess maybe Canada's different. I'm thinking of US laws. You said 20's a baby. Yeah, in the US, you can't even legally drink at 20. Bro, you're saying... Bro called me a historic dinosaur grandma. So I'm a 1998. You're pretty close to me. You said I quit drinking already. I'm from the EU. Oh, and bro said that's an unk for real. You know, that's close to me. He said, oh, yeah, and you know, in the US too, you gotta be 25 to rent a car in the US. I remember I was thinking, like, when I turned 25, I was like, all right, I can rent a car. Is there anything else exciting for age-wise after this? Like, besides, like, turning into a senior citizen? Ooh, so we're printing a new leg lower. I hope this... Is this Asia lows we're getting mad close to? It looks like we just took out Asia lows. So there's not the S&T anymore, but if we're gonna react very quickly off Asia lows, you said yeah, this is a dump. Oh. The thing is, so honestly though, like I was saying I was bullish before, but I feel like honestly, if we're just gonna completely just dump through Asia lows and just keep going. I know we're inside a 1 hour and a 4 hour gap, but like, honestly, I might still even be bullish, honestly. So I really can't be short right now. I really wanted to see that S&T at Asia lows hold though, to be completely honest. So we opened up a 1 minute gap. If let's say this next candle decides it wants to close to this 1 minute, I'd take a long off that. We're reacting off Asia lows. Very clean reaction off Asia lows. Yeah, you said okay, we should be seeing reaction right now. I like how literally as I'm seeing the reaction, I read that message. But I gotta get my position size calculator ready. So 40 seconds to this close. What is this? A 42 point stop. If we close to this gap, I'm taking this. I'll do 5 mini contracts or micro contracts. Honestly, me personally, I'm just gonna go for a 1-to-1. I've been getting cooked lately. I want to have a win under my belt. Hopefully it doesn't fly away from me though, because I'll go break even at that high up there. And I'd prefer if we did not leave a huge wick on the top side of this candle. But I gotta pay attention to the close on this. I just don't want a huge wick up top. That's enough. I'm in there. The wick's not ideal at the top, but I feel like it's good enough. So my stop loss is going down at this swing low over here. I'm just going to go for a 1-to-1, and I'll go break even at this most recent internal high up here. I like how NQ is leading. It looks like ES isn't even close to this high yet. So obviously, like why I took this rate. You said we have a reaction directly off of Asia low. We're trending like higher time frame, 1 hour, 4 hours bullish. There's probably, I wonder if there's an unfilled gap above. Oh, we're actually gonna open up an unfilled gap Well, that's in a hot... Oh, wait, no, we just opened up an unfilled gap, actually. Up. Oh, wait. My break-even point's an unfilled 5-minute gap. This setup's low-key fire. I have... Honestly, now that I realize that, I have more confidence in this. So hopefully, like, we're coming down here to this 1-minute fair value gap. Hopefully, that'll hold us up. You said, yeah, age hasn't cocked my body yet, so I'm feeling good. That's what's up. If you don't use it, you lose it. You said targeting the high isn't bad because we have equal highs? There's probably equal highs somewhere. You said, how do you determine bias on a day that has a choppy beginning? Honestly, I feel like if you zoom out, like, higher time frame, I feel like like, for example, like, I feel like there was a choppy beginning today, but, like, the main reason I was bullish, like, if we zoom out to the 1 hour and the 4 hour, we're trading inside these big, like, bullish gaps, if that makes sense. And there was an SMT at Asia low. I mean, there's not anymore, but at the beginning of the session there was. So, so we're respecting this 1-minute fair value gap right now, at least. You said we swept Asia low inside 1 hour fair value gaps. That's a continuation. Yeah, exactly. I really don't like the way these candles are forming, though, to be completely honest. Yeah, honestly, I feel like if, like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to give up on this setup, but I feel like we should be delivering up pretty soon. You said, are you using a separate calculator for risk? Yeah, I am. I think I want to watch. If this thing stops me out, I'll show you after. You said, bro, I'm in longs, which is TP or stop loss. Well, so if you're in longs, like, here, I'll show you. You can see my screen, right? So if you're in longs, you want to right click up here. And since you're in longs, it's a sell 1 limit. And then for your stop loss, it's like a sell 1 stop. Oh, this is like last line of defense pretty much here, though. I feel like. I hope this candle can close, like, strong. Oof. Oh, yeah, I'm cooked. I saw that coming a mile away. Damn. Honestly, it wasn't the worst trade. Oh, you asked me about my position size calculator. So, this is... I can send the link in the chat. But this is the website. I think I got sent. Yeah, so essentially you just like select you're trading micros or minis on Nasdaq. What's your account size, stop loss size? They keep giving me ads, and you just like type in what percentage of your account you want to risk. So I was risking like 0.8%, which is $400, and then down here it says that means like I was taking 5 contracts. Oh, this is random. While I'm here, you guys see Top Step changed their like Top Step X platform? There's like blue up here a little bit, and the logo is a little different, and like I feel like the calendar looks a little different. I'm probably going to blow this account in like a week, but... You said this was a good setup as well? Honestly, yeah. In my opinion, I think that was a good setup. We took out Asia lows. We created that gap and immediately inverted it. There's an unfilled 5-minute gap. Oh my god. Wait, I just gotta check the 30-second. Am I missing something? Are you fucking kidding me? I should have taken this 30-second. Oh! Oh. I really should have... I should have been a little more locked in. To be completely honest, though, this 30-second is the same idea. Maybe I wouldn't have taken the 30-second. But, like, right when we swept my stop loss, we created another 30-second gap, inverted it, and what, this is the unfilled 5-minute gap above? You said, well, there's my day. I have a limit, 1 trade a day. Of course, it goes the other direction. Oh, dude, honestly, this shit's gonna hit, I bet. So it was a stop loss rate? I mean, yeah. Oh, dude, this 30-second... Oh. I wonder if I would have taken that if I saw it in live time. You know, it's going to break above this high. It's going to fly to this unfilled 5-minute. Well, so what am I actually looking for, though, right? So we're delivering off Asia highs. Honestly, I feel like the main thing I'm looking to see at this point... You said we got cooked together. No more trades for me today. Well, at least we're not losing alone. Maybe that's a bad thing to say, but yo... And, like, my bias was right? Like, we're definitely going to hit this unfilled 5-minute gap up here. Just, I got stop loss rated. Dude, that 30-second... It's going to ruin my day. But, oh yeah, I don't think I ever said that. So, essentially what I'm looking for now, honestly, if we can open up, like, a bullish 5-minute gap as we're trending up, and trade back into it and respect it. Like, I'd take a long coming out of there, but... And honestly, though, like, I could see this being low of day here, honestly. Well, low of AM session, I should say, but... Because while I'm looking at this, though, so why this 30-second, just, like, why I was like, why this thing looks so good to me? Honestly, so one, look at the close on that candle. Like, that's such a strong close on a candle. Like, you can just see we've taken out these lows. Were there equal lows on the 30-second? Nah, this one swept the other one. Oh, it looks like, and we hit. That's where I would have targeted this unfilled 5-minute gap up here. So it hit where I would have targeted. That 30-second, though. I feel like the break-even point, and that's pretty good, too. Because, like, I would have went break-even when we hit up here. Said I feel like resweeps have been so common lately. Yeah, I feel like the market's been weird lately, honestly. But I mean, we're definitely trending up pretty hard right now. Oh wait. There's a 5-minute gap here. There's a singular 5-minute gap. That's a 100-point stop loss, though. I said ICT's patch, guys. If I take a 100-point stop loss. I don't think I want to take this. I don't think I want to take. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't do negative RR. Yeah, this is the stop loss is too wide for this. He said not to stop too damn wide. Yeah. You said how many points do you see? So I mean, this is why I always pull up my long or short tool. I'll just put like where I think I'm gonna enter, and then I'll drag it to where I want my stop loss. And it's probably blurry for you guys, but like at the bottom, when I put my mouse on the tool, it'll say like stop, and then it says 111.75, which is like 111.75 points. Or the other thing you could do, and if I were to have taken that, I'd be break even already too. If I were to have taken that. But, oh yeah, and you can double click on it, and you can also see, like, your stop level. It's just the stop levels and ticks. So if you divide that by 4, because there's 4 ticks in a point. I want to see out of curiosity how this wide-ass stop would play out. I feel like the best way for me to play this, though, is not taking an inverse off this. It's honestly hoping we open up like a 5-minute gap here, pulling back into that 5-minute maybe, and getting like a long out of there. Oh, why I said I'd be break even on this if I were to have taken it is because ES already took this high. There's an SMT up there. So I really wouldn't want to see that SMT hold if I was in a long, but... Oh, you said I'm currently on 2R waiting for 430. That's what's up. I guess ES is about to hit 7,000. You know, even if you put your stop loss below the gap, that's still like a 50-point stop. You know, I feel like the thing with this one, I feel like the stop was really wide, but I feel like the only thing that made me low-key consider it was I feel like the break-even point was kind of nice. We're like, we get to move like really far before we hit the break-even, but I know ES was mad close to the break-even point. I mean, I'm just hoping we can pull back into like this 5-minute gap, or maybe like make one up here and pull back into there. Because it's not like we're going to open up a 15-minute gap somewhere in here. I think ES took like this external high over here. Well, this is previous day high, I should say, actually. Yeah, ES took previous day high. Which is low-key kind of annoying, but... This 1 hour candle closed so strong though. Like, because you can see that we just had 10 a.m., right? Look at this 1 hour candle. We sweep these lows inside this 1 hour gap and just close so strong. You said even though I take full responsibility in losing the trade, I feel like it's still TradeAvate's fault. Yo, I like how like price action I feel like has been asked forever. I feel like that was honestly one of the cleaner setups I've seen in a long time, and it doesn't even play out. Damn, I only got $300 in drawdown left on these out futures accounts. You said, bro, since Blake and Patty went to Wall Street, price action been shit. They should be banned from going there. Yeah, bro, they leaked the strat. They got patched. I've been seeing mad people go to Wall Street too. Like, I'm trying to think who else I saw. I'm pretty sure. I feel like you guys definitely don't know. I'm pretty sure Bonkonomics went there, which I feel like he's really not like crazy big. I feel like PB Blake and like Patty, you know, I feel like they're kind of like low key mainstream at this point. So yeah, PB's mainstream. I feel like at this point, yeah. Dude, they have like, dude, their page on Instagram has like 300K followers, I'm pretty sure. Said small tip because you helped me. Trading view, long short, place the drawing tool, double click, open menu. I think you're probably talking about if you open the long or short tool. I guess he's talking about if you click this. What's up, low battery guy? How are you? You know, I took a picture. I'll look at that later. What you said. You said it shows you all the risk. I don't know why I'm so confused reading that, but I'll definitely look at that later. You said I still got an entry because of the displacement. Yeah, honestly, dude, there was such strong displacement coming off that low. You said, bro, I entered off the 930. Yeah, I mean, that's... You said it stopped me out that went sky high. That's the same entry I have. I entered the close out that candle. Stop loss here. I was going for a 1-to-1. My break-even point was up here. And like, yeah, it's low-key, whatever. Dude, it's so useful. Def should saves me time. You should know how much you need to buy straight away. Bro's beefing with TradeAvate. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm beating myself up though about You said yeah, would have went great. Not mad about it. Yeah, I mean, I keep beating myself up for not taking this 30-second. I didn't see it though, honestly. What's up, Peter? How are you? So I mean, we're gonna open up another 5-minute gap here. Like we are low key, kind of high up in the range, but I feel like we're close to this like high up here. We're trending toward. It's like another high up here. Oh, ES did take that high though, but. feel like longs are so cooked though, because ES already took previous day high. We took that high. We're probably gonna take previous day high pretty soon. I didn't mark it out, but this is previous day high over here. I mean, yeah, there's previous day high. Just teleporting straight up. It's a TP hit. That's what's up, Kane. You said, how can you be such a passive trader meant in a good way? I mean, I feel like I'm pretty confident in my model, and I feel like when it doesn't present itself, I don't know, I feel like I've learned in the past, I feel like when I force trades, it doesn't work out well, if that makes sense. Because I know, like, some days you could force a trade, and you'd be like, oh, well, I was able to get in this move, and it feels good. But, like, there's also certain days where I force trades, and I hurt myself, if that makes sense. And, like, today, I mean, I actually did take a trade today. But, I haven't been trading much lately. Yeah, you are right. And also, one thing, too, I feel like people don't think about this. I feel like everyone thinks, like, more money, more trades, more money. But honestly, every time you take a trade, you kind of expose yourself to risk. You said TP hit also. That's what's up, me time. You know, I feel like less trades is less exposure to risk. So I was like, I don't know. And if you can wait for higher probability trades, you can risk heavier on them, in my opinion. But you said, I'm in a revenge trade, RN, entered off the 954 1 minute candle. I have one trade per day, but I have confidence this will hit. How do I deal with these kind of confidence versus revenge trading? I mean, I feel like, well, the way I deal with that is, like, I've been in that same situation before. I give myself 2 trades on the day. So, like, I can lose once and I allow myself to retry. But I feel like the third trade is really when you're going downhill. So I feel like for me, I kind of gave myself a middle ground where I take two losses a day. You said it's all about controlling yourself. You're doing good by understanding the situation. Yeah, I feel like... And acknowledging your feelings are a big part of the problem, too. I feel like some traders, they don't recognize they feel emotions until it's too late. You said trade evade hit, I rage quit. He said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really meant it in a good way because for me, it's really hard to get in without trades. I manage risk well, but I either win or lose. I mean, yeah, I feel like everyone learns their own style and personality over time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, me right now, I low-key do feel some FOMO. Because, like, I've probably said this multiple times. You guys probably heard me keep telling this. But, like, yo, this 30-second, I'm not going to lie. It really does bother me I didn't take this 30-second. Like, the close on that 30-second so clean. It just flew my way. And honestly, I bet since my Alpha Futures accounts... You said you're not the only one. I'm crying inside seeing hit that my TP. And the other thing is, too, like, these Alpha Futures accounts, like, if we look at the balance on them, it's probably hard to read. I only have $311 of drawdown left. So, like, if I took this last trade on this account, I probably, knowing myself, I honestly might have just went for the unfilled 5-minute gap because I had confidence that would hit. So, like, I could have made back so much drawdown. Because this is like over a 2-to-1. So I could have put the account back in good standing, if you know what I mean. But like now I'm stuck here with $300. And like it's whatever, it's part of the game, but it's like, damn, like if honestly, if I paid a little bit more attention, like this trade meets all of my criteria. It fits all my rules. Whatever. I mean, you can't change the past. You know, I have a hard time accepting that in trading and in life. Honestly, though, like, I shouldn't say I have a hard time accepting. I feel like I've learned pretty well to deal with that, though. Did I only learn from it? Yeah. I know, when I was like, first got into trading, though, I was a lot worse about that. Like, yeah, I can say I'm set right now, but it's not like... Like, I'll forget about it in an hour. I always do. And I feel like people always ask me how to deal with emotions. Like, honestly, me personally, I just feel like shit for like a half an hour, and I just forget about it at this point. Honestly, like I'll probably do the recap of this trade. I'll probably walk away from my computer for 20 minutes, and I'll probably forget this trade even happened. Like, obviously, I'll learn from it, and I'll have some takeaways. But it's not like I'm gonna actively sit there and think, "Oh my god, I missed that 30-second this morning." I used to do that though. I used to do that. I see someone on Instagram. He got stop rated. He's got like a broken heart emoji. He's trying to take the exact same setup as me. See, get stop rated. You said good old days, Miss Project X. Said it hit both my TP zones. Yeah. I mean, you could target all-time highs and it probably hit. I feel like we're just moving straight up ever since we took Asia lows. At least one thing I always like to tell myself when I like walk away from days like today, like, you know what? I might not have made money, but at least my bias was definitely really right. Like, I sat down, I said I'm bullish. I was saying we were either going to respect like these 15-minute gaps over here, or maybe we take out data lows or Asia low. But like I literally said when we took out Asia lows, I want to see a reaction from here. We got the reaction. It's just it reswept my low, but I was right. Like, and you guys remember too, I know we're dumping right now, but once we swept Asia low, like I literally said this could be the low of New York AM session. What is going on right now though? So I mean, if we're going to pull back, this is the most recent 5-minute gap. So if I were to even take any longs, I'm not sure if I necessarily want to take longs, but if I were to take longs, after this 5-minute first. You said take your short, not gonna lie. I mean, we're in bullish order flow, but we're actually dumping right now. This is interesting. The only thing is, even if we get a reaction off this, like let's say if we start coming back up, I don't think I'll be able to get a good inversion entry. Because like for example, let's say we open this 3-minute, we invert it. Like when we close up here, like my break-even point's so close. You said, man, it's hard to trade with this delayed data. I mean, yeah, it is hard to trade with delayed data. I mean, it's only like what? It's like $7 and something cents a month, or you can look at like NAS 100. NAS 100 isn't 100% accurate, but it'll be real time, like the CFD one. Yo, Dodgy's trying to tell me, dude, I always be, I mean, you guys have probably noticed, I'd be doom scrolling on social media and seeing who took what. I swear on my life, Dodgy posted a video saying that he did not take this 1 minute because he said it wasn't obvious. Dodgy, this dude takes everything in existence and he's trying to say that he didn't take this 1 minute. Or is he making fun of someone? Is he joking? He said the most obvious thing, bro, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, he's talking in a high-pitched voice, and I can't tell if he's trying to impersonate someone else that, like, is it one of his, like, viewers making fun of him. Dodgy's an interesting guy. He said, I'm done for the day. Honestly, I know it's only, like, it's a little after 10, but, like, I feel like I'm kind of leaning the same way, because, like, I mean, I'm not gonna get up just now, but, like, I feel like all the draws are hit. You said he taking that trade even in his sleep. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, we have an SMT at previous day. Am I bad at drawing? What is this line? Yo, what? How am my drawing skills are cooked. No, we did take previous day high. I must have moved that by accident. So, yeah, we're reacting off a previous day high. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, longs are, I feel like longs are kind of cooked at this point. I mean, maybe. I want to mark out of this range, right? This is equilibrium, like 50% of this range. Maybe if we, like, react off that, but, like, I just hate taking longs after we've already taken previous day high. You said, yo, first revenge trade, it hits my TP, delayed data really sucks. But, you know, try not to revenge trade too much, but I'm glad it hit your TP. So, I mean, we're reacting out of a 5-minute gap right now. Just the break-even point, like, let's say if we open up this 3-minute, the break-even point's just so cooked. Oh, and, you know, since I'm bored and I got nothing else to talk about, did you guys see the new changes Top Step has again? I don't know why there's been so much prop firm drama I have to talk about, but Top Step has made the rules even worse for traders. Let me pull up the thing showing this. I don't know if you guys heard, did Top Step completely change their website? You said again? Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not gonna, oh, they changed their website because of the brokerage. This is Top Step's website now. Do you see this? It says trade our money or trade your money. So I guess if you want to trade your own money, this is the Top Step brokerage. You said again? Yeah, here, wait, look. When you hit trade our money, this website is crazy. But I'm just gonna go on Twitter real quick and find the post, because I saw people talking about it on Twitter, and I feel like they can explain it better than I can. Well, it's technically X, but or actually, I saw people posting on their Instagram story about it. I can do that. Oh, here it is. So, this is from, I don't know if you guys know Aidenomics. Like, this is his story. So, He says Top Step officially changed their live account rules. So like you can only now transfer 20% of your XFA profits into a live account, and you have to hit profit targets on the live account to unlock more of the actual balance. So like, for example, it says that means if you have 5 50K accounts with a 5K balance in each, you only get access to 5,000 of the $25,000 XFA balance once moved to live. So you'd be given a $5,000 live account, and once you make 60%, which is $3,000, you will unlock 20% more of the 5K from your previous balance. And also, remember I was talking about on stream how Top Step had Should disclaimer: the bottom of the website could not be any longer. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys remember yesterday I was talking about when I signed into Top Step. But they made me sign a new agreement. In the new agreement, everyone keeps talking about, they added in, it says Top Step also says they reserve the right to change the rules at any time without prior notice, and they can like discontinue the services to traders at any point. And like, you guys probably can't see this. There's some like infograph where they're trying to make it to scale in and scale up. And there's not risk management team intervention. Because what is this talking about too? It says the path to reduction. Where are these getting these infographics from? But it says if you have a 10K balance and it slips lower than 7K, you lose access to the entire 7K and have to trade a singular XFA until you get to 5 payouts. Yo, Top Step's bugging. So are you leaning more towards alpha now? I mean, yeah, I like alpha, I like Tradeify, I like Lucid, I like My Fun at Futures. I like those ones. Honestly, right now I'm probably looking to get, I feel like I normally don't trade with just one firm at a time, if that makes sense. So I'll probably trade with Tradeify and alpha right now. You said Top Step getting too much ego? Yeah, because honestly, I feel like they think in their head that they think they have like such a loyal audience and like they can do whatever they want and their followers are going to keep buying Top Step evaluations. But like when they make the rules this bad and their platform isn't even the best, I feel like they're going to learn real quick that they actually can go out of business. So why not try Lucid? Well, I actually recently did pick up an account with Lucid. You said Lucid, here we come. I mean, you said, how do these prop firm sponsor create? Well, I'm getting too ahead of myself. So you said, why not try Lucid? So I actually did try Lucid a little bit. So I don't know if you heard me talking about like that video I'm doing. So I'm actually releasing my video today on the weather model. So for my weather model trading, I figured I'd try out Lucid. So I bought my first Lucid evaluation for that video. So honestly, further down the line though, I want to try a little bit more Lucid. But right now I'm just focusing on alpha and Tradeify, I guess. But Lucid does have some pretty good rules. I feel like Lucid is like the closest to like Top Step in the good old days, if that makes sense. But you said, how do these prop firms sponsor creators like you? Who messages you? So Alpha, me personally, they never message me. I went to their website and I messaged their support team and I was like, hey, like I'm a content creator. I make videos online. I want to become an affiliate. And they asked me for all the links to my social media. So I sent them a link to like my TikTok, my YouTube, my Instagram and stuff. And then they were like, okay, we'll get back to you. And they got back to me in like a day, I want to say, or something like that. And they're like, yeah, we'll make you an affiliate. And I was like, okay, bet. So they just linked to my dashboard and they asked me what code I want. I mean, like full transparency, like whatever sales I bring in with my code, I get like a fixed percentage, which isn't a crazy amount, but I get like a small percentage of the sales that come in through that. I don't think they want me saying the percentage, but I mean, like everyone gets this. I don't have any special deal or anything. It's what everyone else gets. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, since you guys asked me about this directly, I applied to be an affiliate at Tradeify last night because I low-key like Tradeify, and I like that Tradeify is not restricting people from trading metals. Like even Alpha is restricting metals trading right now, which I don't like. But the guys, he gets 100%. Yeah, you know. When you pay Alpha, they just send the money straight to me. You know, I run Alpha, actually. I'm joking. You said, but you also got Lucid. You know, I definitely could get, because honestly, I rock with Lucid. Like, I feel like those would be my top 3 firms. And my funded futures, they're not the best in terms of affiliates, I feel like. But Lucid, I could do that. The only thing is though, Lucid, for me to get an affiliate payout, I'm pretty sure you have to make $1,000. So I'd have to bring them in 10K in sales before I got paid at all. And I don't know, I don't like that, because I mean, like, I know like you guys probably think I might rake in money, but I really don't make that much money from affiliate codes. So I feel like for me to make $1,000, like I'd probably have to promote them for like 3 months minimum to like even get a chance of getting a payout. If that makes sense. You said your consistency is insane, man. At this point, Mr. B should sponsor you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I know eventually, I feel like it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's like the thing, like, I feel like it's like this in life and trading. Tim gets 1 million in affiliate, by the way. But I feel like in life and trading, I feel like as long as you never give up at something, like, it might take a long time, but as long as you, like, keep moving at something in a smart fashion, it'll, like, eventually happen. Like, I feel like in trading, too, it took me forever to get good at trading, but I never gave up. I always had the mindset I'll be 1% better every day, and eventually I found the results. I wonder if there's people taking this 1 minute inversion right here. Bro said, I'll quit trading when I'm 15? What? Yeah, I was like, did he mistype? Did he mean 25? But honestly, in case you guys are wondering, so the reason I'm not taking this 1 minute inversion over here is because I feel like we're not delivering from anything significant. Like, we never took out this low over here, and there's not an SMT. So yes, this inversion over here might work out, but honestly, me personally, I'm not comfortable taking something like that. I'm like, technically, yeah, we're inside this 5 minute gap, but like, I honestly would have liked to see a resweep of the low. Shit, is another way of saying I won't quit since I'm 20. That's what's up. Yo, this is so random, but I don't know if you guys know Claudia Trades. It looks like Claudia Trades been going crazy lately on her trades. Like, she's like I feel like she's like one of the main people that Alpha uses like as the face for their content. She took a short toward Asia low, like right at the open almost. Said Claudia Trades. Yeah, I mean, I know. I feel like I'd be knowing all the people on social media though. But I think she'd be live streaming on YouTube sometimes too. You said, how did the market treat you today? I mean, okay. Well, I mean, I tried to take some long over here off this 1 minute off Asia lows. I low-key got cooked a little bit. I mean, because it pretty much rated my stop loss, then went my way. And I honestly should have taken this 30-second. Like, it was a re-entry. Low-key, I was just, I don't know, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was talking about my position size calculator tool, and I wasn't thinking. I really didn't think I'd get a re-entry that quick, so I probably should have taken this re-entry, but I never took it, so I'm down today. I thought you were trading long before knowing your crayon colors. You said TGR told me to unfollow everyone just so I can trade better and not compare. Honestly, yeah, because I get what you're saying. Because honestly, like, I'd be following everyone, and like, once I'm done trading, I literally do sit there and kind of compare to a little bit. I'm like, oh, well, this guy took this trade. This guy took this trade. And yo, some people on social media, I don't know why it pisses me off. I feel like they'll be like, longs were so obvious. He said, at least she's legit. Don't mention I don't know how to say her name. Zaloria. Dude, I could go on a rant about her. She says, shout out Dodgy. Yeah, but what do you call it? Didn't Zaloria go out to dinner with Dodgy? And isn't Dodgy like... Isn't she like 17 still? And isn't Dodgy like a grown man? I love Dodgy and all, but like... Dude, her face, I feel like you can, like, you can tell she, like, has, like, much, like, work done on her face, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, she's, like, 17. You said, I think the inversion is playing out. Oh, yeah, that 1 minute inversion is playing out. I personally wasn't the biggest fan of it. But it's playing out pretty well. You said, yeah, at the end of the day, you're playing probabilities in your model. If you know what percentages, nothing to worry about. Yeah, exactly. You said, how old is Dodgy? I want to say he's 24. You said 227k followers in like 4 months. And didn't she only get that because she like was in a video with Collab or something like that? Or I don't know what's good, but she's got connections. I just think it's crazy though. Like, yo, so many trading influencers were hanging out with her. Like, I know... You guys know, like, dude, I feel like I'm name dropping everyone right now. But, like, you guys know, like, Riley Botha? Like, I'm pretty sure he was with her for a bit, too. Like, just hanging out with her. And, like, what are you doing? Said she's a big LARPer? Yeah, dude, she'll be, like, flexing every, like, Lamborghini. It's like, dude, you're literally 17. Like, you legally could have started working, like, a year ago. He said, yeah, she kept jumping from one to another. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If I had bread, like... I'm not going near that. Dude, she's like 5 pounds too. She looks like she's 12. You said, yeah, I don't think we have a clear liquidity. Yeah, honestly, I don't think we have any clear draw on liquidity. Because, like, I want to say I'm bullish higher time frame. But we already took previous day high. You said we'd be ranting shit about others on a trading stream. I'm here for it. Yeah, you said it's crazy. We all know the people. You said, I love your streams, bro. Appreciate that, Vizid. But yeah, I mean, I feel like on social media, dude, I feel like I be knowing all the people on social media. Not like personally, if that makes sense, but... Not like I expect you guys to do this, but I think it'd be fun if you did look through my following on Instagram, like who I follow, it's literally like all trading creators. Oh, you know, I guess speaking of other trading creators, I think you guys might have heard me talk once about, like, you guys probably don't know this one. It's some girl called, like, Lani Trades, like, Lani Trades. I feel like she's bigger on YouTube. But, she's been live streaming on YouTube. She took a 40k Apex payout doing it all on live stream, which I think is pretty crazy. She trades, like, opening range breakout. You said I searched up Claudia Trades on my Instagram and played one reel, and now my For You page is full of female day traders. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like some people might say I'm wrong in saying this, but I feel like if you're a day trader and you're a girl, I feel like if you want to make content, I feel like you have an unfair advantage. Because I feel like in the trading scene, I feel like there's like so few girl traders, especially so few girl traders that actually make videos. So I feel like if you do start making videos about trading, like you can have lower quality videos and there's just gonna be mad dudes that are just gonna be like, oh my god, girl, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, like Claudia Trades, I'm not saying, like, she makes good videos, don't get me wrong, but I feel like, I always wonder, like, would she really have gotten, like, all these followers so quick? I don't know. I mean, Claudia Trades is one of the best. I feel like, she's one of my favorite girl traders, Claudia Trades. You said, not gonna lie, unfair advantage, but low-key just real life. I mean, yeah, I feel like in all aspects of life, like, certain people have certain unfair advantages. And honestly, you know, I know this might be like a weird thing to say, but honestly, I feel like some people are like, oh, well, people have unfair advantages. Like, honestly, just think what advantages you have, like, and just focus on those. You said male-dominated industry, that's why some people will stand out easier. I mean, yeah. And honestly, too, I feel like male traders, to a point, like a large majority of them are just female-deprived, if that makes sense. Like, they just sit in their room all day and day trade, and they're too afraid to talk. Well, I feel like my generation as a whole kind of is, but I feel like the day traders are more, like, locked in their room not talking to girls. Oh, damn. You know, I thought that was a real person on Kick. It's just another bot. Hey, I checked out your video and saw you're new on Kick. I mean, I've been streaming on Kick for, what, 3 months? I have a proposal to promote your stream to the Kick community, helping you gain 1,000 active viewers and earn $1,000 US. We said male dominated because TGR and his trading related videos rule the industry. Honestly, at this point, I feel like TGR, he has brought in a lot of traders to the industry. He said maybe that's the secret to fame, brother. What? Paying some random bot to get views? Or maybe I should change my gender for views. I think that maybe we're onto something here. Oh, you know, I doubt he's still here, but I don't know if you guys saw the other person that commented from Kick. Who was it? Yeah, it's what, low battery guy? He just comes in here and sends emojis. I don't even know. I feel like he's making fun of me. He sent me like a cooked emoji, and this is like a bulldozer emoji. He said, you onto something? I feel like the people on Kick never say words. They're either just bots or they send emojis. You said bro's gonna mog Zaloria if you switch to a lady. Oh, you know what? You know what those like Snapchat filters that make you look like a girl though? I remember one time I was using that and like, I don't know, it looked so weird seeing me as a girl. You guys are saying cooked. Oh, and this is pretty random. Prin, I forgot to respond, but I think I saw you comment on my videos about my cat. Were you pretty? Honestly, I thought I was a pretty good looking girl. But I know the video I'm uploading at the weather model, in the introduction actually, my cat is like right next to me. Because like, you guys probably know, like I record my YouTube videos, like I kind of start here. Like my cat is literally on the bed right here in the introduction. What's up, GC Trading Systems? How are you? I bet you're probably going to ask if I took any trades today. I feel like that's usually the follow-up question. So I did take one trade today. I tried this 1 minute inversion off of Asia lows. So I actually got stop rated on this. And low key, there's like an unfilled 5 minute gap here I wanted to go break even at. But low key, I really should have taken this 30-second inversion. Like it swept it swept this low down here. And then we created this 30-second gap and gave me a re-entry. I low-key regret not taking that. I was kind of like I was like talking in chat. I wasn't really too focused on a re-entry too quick. But I really should have taken something like that. But it's whatever. Learning experience. How the edge plays out over time. You said I'll look out for her in the intro. Appreciate it. You said I love your cat. How old is she? Or I want your cat. Honestly, she's getting mad old, to be honest. I'm trying to think. If I got her when I was like... How old is she? If I got her when I was like... She's gotta be like 14, let's say. You said nice, yeah, half size loss for me too, choppy day. Yeah, I feel like the open, when we first opened up, we were mad choppy over here, and then we kind of had some good price action over here. I just hated we swept the low and went back up. I mean, I wonder if these were relative equal lows, not equal lows. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if those were equal lows at my stop, I would have said that was the reason, but they're not actually equal lows. They're relative, but the one to the right swept the one to the left. So like, I guess if that makes sense, if it's like, if one sweeps the other most recently, I'm kind of not as concerned about them. But, and right now it's definitely, it's getting pretty choppy too right now. Like look at the 5-minute chart. Like, we're just going up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm probably waiting, maybe 11 a.m. might give me some, like, good 11 a.m. manipulation. I'll stay for that, but... Stop rate, is that a nuke? Yo, what? Oh, I guess Top Step posted something on Twitter an hour ago. Why are there people skiing in this commercial? You know, I guess price action is choppy. I can probably show you guys this. Why not? I don't see why not. This is Top Step's ad. So your trading journey. I don't even know what audio do they have with this. I said I'm not antibiotic. But they're like, use Top Step X. Why does Top Step have to have the only trading platform that's good? We didn't enter the space, we created it. Interesting. They posted this like an hour ago. I don't get the connection between skiing. Like, what's with all this skiing stuff? I don't know. You said like they have my baby Project X. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, bro, I don't know if you guys saw. I think I told this once before about. So Alpha Futures keeps teasing they're going to open up a new trading platform. And I feel like from the teaser pictures I've saw, I feel like it's going to look like Project X. I'm like, I haven't seen anything you guys haven't seen. It's not like I have any inside info or anything, but what am I looking for? Oh, start a new challenge. Oh yeah, so like yeah, you can see. Can I show you guys this? Yeah. Yeah, so if when you buy a new account in Alpha, you can see there's Tradeovate Prop, but there's also, it says Alpha Trader, which is coming soon. So honestly, hopefully there's like a competitor to Top Step X. Bro said the skiing is the money sliding out of your pocket. That's a pretty good joke, honestly. You said Top Step was the reason I didn't switch quickly to futures because they were so hyped when I was trading Forex. That's pretty funny, honestly. Yeah, dude, Top Step was the GOAT for the longest time. You said they were too pricey? Oh, what, the Forex prop firms? You said, yeah. Honestly, Top Step is still pretty hyped, yeah. You said, look back at the trade we took. I can't find a reason on why it went wrong. I'm convinced it's... Honestly, yeah, no, I would agree. Like, that is... It's a losing trade inside of a winning statistic. Like, if you keep taking trades like that over the long term, like, you will make money. It's just... Bro's blaming trade debate. Yeah, I mean, that was just a trade that I feel like occasionally we just get resweeps. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, honestly, I feel like that's one thing that be hurting traders. I feel like you can like overfit a statistic, if that makes sense. And I feel like the human mind tends to tell you like, okay, I want to do the best I can to like always be like being better, if that makes sense, right? So it's like I want to see what was the problem with every trade, but not every trade necessarily has something wrong with it. Like that trade really was pretty good. Like honestly, in terms of my like rules, I would really call that an A+ setup. Maybe not A+, maybe A. Like maybe it would be A+ if there was like the Asia low SNT held or something like that, but like it's pretty close to A+ in my opinion, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised we're slowly trending up still, even though you said I found my mistake. It was a half gap? Do you mean like a not a big enough gap? What do you mean a half gap? Like a half size gap? You said the gap that extended the bearish candle wasn't a fully closed candle? Like, are you saying like are you saying like the 5-minute gap didn't open up yet? Is that what you're saying? Also, I'm realizing the unfilled 5-minute gap was a little closer than I thought it was actually. So that would have been like a little over 2-to-1. You said the 1 minute that we inversed the FEG wasn't full? What do you mean like the FEG wasn't full? Like you don't like this 1 minute inverse the 1 minute we inversed, right? So is a wick below like that? I think I get what you're saying. Like, you know, that's not the cleanest gap formation, I guess. So there's a wick. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You said the bearish gap below, but like, isn't this the lowest bearish gap? One minute was I not on the 1 minute? Yeah, I don't know. You said yes, this was a full gap. I get what you're saying. I feel like I usually don't look at that too much, but I do get kind of what you're saying. It was bro's really beefing with trade debate. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I might just kind of do my recap now, because, like, I know I usually trade for 20 more minutes, but, like, dude, what are we doing here? Like, this is just straight chop right now. It's because we took previous day high, but we're moving so bullish, right? Like higher time frame. Bro said you'll lose sponsorship. Bro said Tradeabate's the first app that even a YouTube video tutorial doesn't help. I mean, what are you struggling with Tradeabate? I mean, I use it. I can try to help you a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like the reason we're chopping on price action so ass right now, though, is just because, like higher time frame, we're moving bullish, right? Like, we've already swept the low inside this gap, reacted off of it, but, like, once we swept this low and reacted off of it, trade inside this gap, like, where are we going to deliver to? Previous day high. And both ES and NQ already took out previous day high, and it's not like there's any clear, like, draws right above. Like, yeah, you could say, like, there's this high up here, but I feel like previous day high was just, like, the first clear draw. Bro said we might never understand the beef between them, Tim. It feels really personal. Dude, did Tradeabate take your girl? Yeah, you said price is moving nicely earlier. Now it's a straight barcode. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. That's why I think it's straight barcode. I feel like we already did everything we needed to. Like, we needed to manipulate down, take out age of lows. Then we were coming previous day high. Like, everything that's gonna happen in the AM session, I feel like it already happened. Unfortunately, I mean, because, like, even if we retraded lower and came into some gap down here, I honestly don't think I want to take a long out of there. And it's not like I'm looking to take a short either. So, unfortunately, I'll just do my recap. So, starting on the daily, like, I was bullish, right? We're kind of reacting out of this volume imbalance on the daily. I feel like we're so far away from it, it doesn't mean much. Like, I low-key did want to see... You said after 11:10, no sweep? I mean, that's not a bad idea. I don't know. Me, personally, I'm just bored. I want to call it right now. I don't think I'm going to get much, but... I low-key wanted to see this low get swept on the daily. We never swept it, but the thing is, we've traded so far away from it, I don't necessarily think we're going to hit it anymore. Because, like, yeah, I could say, like, it looks like it should get hit, but once we get so far away, it means nothing, right? So the 4 hour and the 1 hour were really everything I was basing my trading off of today, right? So, like, on the 4 hour time frame, you can see we broke above these highs, right? So if we're looking in terms of market structure, right, we're trending down, we're making lower highs, lower lows, and now we've actually broken above this most recent lower high. So now we're making higher highs, higher lows, and this is like really where the real confirmation gets, right? Like we come down inside of, there's a 4 hour gap right here, as well as we're tapping into like this breaker block, right? It's like the mitigation zone on this last leg. We've now reacted off of it. So now we're definitely moving in bullish order flow on the 4 hour, right? Higher time frame. And I know someone asked me too, like, how do you determine your bias when we're chopping? Like if we're chopping lower time frame, if I zoom out, it gets more clear on the higher time frame, right? Now, after we had this good shift in market structure, on the 4 hour, we've opened up this 4 hour gap. So I'm expecting this gap to hold. And it's kind of the same story on the 1 hour time frame, right? On the 1 hour time frame, we put in this low inside this 1 hour fair value gap, which was Asia low. So I wanted to see us pull back a little bit. The reason I originally didn't say I wanted to see Asia lows get swept was because coming into the session, ES had already taken out Asia lows. So if I mark this out, right, you can see pre-market at like 8 a.m., ES actually took out Asia lows. So if there's an SMT there, it's not like NQ necessarily has to hit Asia lows if the area has already been SMT'd. So I was thinking, okay, well, maybe we'll trade down into like this 15-minute gap we created, right? You can see like market opens like somewhere around here, right? I was saying, okay, maybe we'll trade into these 15-minute gaps down here. If not, these are the 15-minute gaps, but if not, maybe we can even come down and take out this data low I marked out. So essentially all data low is, I talk about them all the time. So we had a high impact news release at 8:30, red folder news. We left behind a low on the 1 minute chart, so I'd be targeting those. So I saw we took out data lows. He said, guys, we are in a gap. I mean, we are in this 5 minute gap down here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep monitoring this as I do my recap. Because honestly, especially if we can open up like a 5 minute gap here and immediately invert it, might not be the worst. But yeah, so I was hoping that either the 15-minute gap or the data lows would hold, but we came down, we took out Asia lows, and I literally said once we took out Asia lows, I was like, this is probably the last area I'd like to see us come down and hit before we start reacting up. And that's like almost exactly what we got. So on the 1 minute time frame, I took this 1 minute long over here. So the reason I took this is because we swept out Asia lows. We had an immediate displacement away from Asia lows. Like, so you can see we created this 1 minute gap and immediately inversed it. Bro said, fine, I'll revenge trade with you, Faisal. Let me see, what's the... Are we going to open up a 2 minute gap here? Are we going to open up a 3 minute gap? I just keep paying attention to what's the highest time frame. I feel like the 1 minute doesn't look the best, honestly. But... Bro said, bet. But yeah, so I took this 1 minute over here. I low-key, I was going to go break even up here. And there was even an unfilled 5 minute gap, which I actually didn't realize in live time. The unfilled 5 minute gap's a little closer than that. Damn, okay, what's going on here? So the thing is, I honestly don't like this 1 minute. Oh, there's a 4 minute. There's a 4 minute. Never mind, okay. There's low resistance liquidity at these highs. Okay, wait, okay. If this thing's going to close like this, that's a crazy stop, but it's acceptable. What, 60 points? I feel like we have a minute and 10 seconds until this next candle closes. Honestly, I feel like if we invert this 4 minute... I might try this, especially if we get a good close. Like, we swept this low over here. We're reacting off of it. There's low resistance liquidity. Like, there's all these stacked highs up here. I feel like we should be running. We're about to invert the highest time frame gap in the current leg. There is an S&T up here at these highs, though, which is one thing I don't like. Yeah, I'm realizing that right now. Bro said if we invert it, I personally suggest we make Visor a stream mod. I mean, if I make him a mod on Twitch, he can moderate all the other, probably one other person that's in there. I don't even know if there's other people in Twitch. I think right now it says there's one person watching me on Twitch. Which is probably just Visor. He said, I don't know how to be a mod. It's fine, don't worry about it. I pretty much mod my own chat. You said, bye Tim, heading into work meeting, great live. Appreciate you stopping by, Prin. Have a good rest of your day. He said, yeah, but you got that patience in you. Bye, 20-year-old. I feel like if I did take this, I feel like my break even would be kind of weird, where I'd probably go break even like here. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like something inside me tells me I don't want to take this. There's like a little voice in my head telling me not to take this for some reason. You said I'm not taking it because we didn't hit OTE of the gap? Yeah, I don't know. Something about this just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know how to explain it. My spidey senses are tingling. I don't think I'm going to take this. Oh, yeah, but I don't remember. I mean, so I think I was trying to give my trade breakdown before. I got a little distracted. So, I mean, essentially, right, I mean, well, I took this 1 minute inversion. Honestly, I think this was a really good loss. He said, oh my God, didn't anyone tell? Honestly, I've gotten that before. You know, actually, I made this one video on my YouTube saying like my morning routine. And I was like flexing in the gym, like locker room or whatever, in one portion of it. And someone was like, dude, I know you're built like that. He's like, you got potential to play the next Peter Parker. I'm like, yo, what? Yeah, I mean, I feel like people have told me I look like Harry Potter too. People are like, yo, where's the thing on your forehead? I'm like, yo, shut up. So what time frame are you on? I mean, right now, this is the 1 minute time frame. I said you should play the next Spider-Man home leverage. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, this is the 1 minute inverse I tried before. Yo. But, yeah, and I'm honestly, that 30 second, I guess, honestly, I feel like the main takeaway I gotta have from today's session is, you said, I'm heading now. Thank you for the company. Don't forget to check out the TradingView risk calculator. Good luck all. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by, me time. Have a good rest of your day. But, I was saying something. Oh, the takeaway I have from today, honestly, was, honestly, so if I get stop rated, I gotta be a lot more careful. You said, thanks, I'm looking at it too, but I don't see crap. Yeah, the only entry I saw, I'm assuming you probably weren't here before. So on the 1 minute time frame, the only entry I really saw was there was like a 1 minute inverse coming off Asia lows. I tried it and actually took a loss on this. And then like the only other thing I wanted to try today was after it swept my stop loss, there was this 30-second inversion, but it's like a 30-second trade. Yeah, but essentially, I think I've tried to say it 3 times, but essentially, I just gotta be more careful when I get stopped out and it goes my way like that. Because I feel like if I'm really confident in a bias and it sweeps my stop loss, like just because it sweeps my stop doesn't mean I've necessarily changed bias. But yeah, I would have gotten like a 2-to-1 on that. Probably. But you said, did you end up taking something? Nah, I only took one trade, which was that 1 minute inversion, and I lost on it. And I'm low-key beating myself up for not taking that 30-second. You said that was a really random resweep. It honestly low-key was. Like, dude, there was an unfilled 5-minute gap above. He said trade evade got... Bro, the Visa trade evade hate is spreading. I think my monitor is going to freeze for a second. Yeah, but what is it? It's 11:05. Yeah, I feel like this 4-minute inversion is taking too long to happen. I'm not going to take any more trades today, so I'll go lock my account out real quick. So I only have $311 in drawdown, so that'll be fun. So pretty much if I lose my next trade, you said checking the 10 a.m. candle, but I don't think we'll get anything but chop. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we're getting closer to lunch hour. I think we're cooked for the rest of the day, honestly. I think all the draws have already been met. You said that feeling when you lost a trade, but bro lost his too. Yeah, I know. I feel like it's dumbass logic to a point, but it honestly makes me feel better. Like when I take a loss and I see the traders I look up to taking the same loss, I'm like, oh, at least it's not just me. Like at least I was doing something right. You said, oh wait, I was meaning to ask you something. What's up? You know, I always say I'm staying on in case anyone has any questions, and no one ever asks any questions. So I'm excited. What's your question? But I mean, oh yeah, I'm pretty much done talking though, so I'll be staying on for a couple more minutes answering more questions, but I pretty much don't. I'm not taking any more trades today. I'm done. Oh, I think you guys probably heard me say this before, but I will be uploading that video, my weather model trading strategy, where I essentially like literally go long or short based on if it's sunny or cloudy outside. So I like went through a whole prop firm evaluation. So that video is gonna be released today at noon Eastern Standard Time, so essentially like an hour. Let me post it on my YouTube. He said, "Can you share your personal thoughts on MNQ and NQ, like which is better for funded or someone who's generally just starting?" You said he's actually asking the right questions. Yeah, honestly, that's honestly a great question to ask, honestly. So I view I view NQ, like the bigger size one, as the one that holds the higher power on the chart. So like, for example, let's say if I want to take an inversion fair value gap and I see that NQ closed through the gap, but MNQ did not close through the gap, I'm going to listen to NQ when they differ. And also, if let's say there's a data high or a data low, sometimes the wicks are bigger on one than the other, so NQ always holds the higher power. So I do only trade MNQ though. So I do my charting on NQ, but I do my executions on MNQ. So the reason for that is I like to risk like between $400 and $500 every single trade. And like, I couldn't get an exact position size if I was using minis, right? Because like, for example, if I do one mini, my stop loss could be like for 20 points, it could be 400. And for 40 points, it could be like 800, for example, right? And it's like, I feel like it's just really hard to gauge an exact position size unless you're using micros. You said, because I'm planning on trading NQ1 during eval just because it allowed me to pass it faster, but after passing it, I don't know if I'm going to trade mini or micro afterwards. Yeah, I mean, I always say too, like, the only reason you should be trading NQ instead of MNQ is because you either, one, don't care about the variance in like the position size, or you're trying to save money in commissions. Because like when you trade MNQ, you pay commissions on each contract. So like you'll be trading like 8 micro contracts instead of 1 mini. So you save money on the commissions. But I would say to keep trading MNQ because like 20 contracts of MNQ is the same thing as 2 minis, but the other advantage you get when you trade micros, you can partial. So like, let's say if I only take 1 mini on Nasdaq, I'm forced to full close whenever I get out. But if I take 10 micros, it's the exact same position size. I pay like a couple dollars more in commissions, but I could like sell 50% at 1-to-1, and I could sell 50% like further on. You said, not gonna lie, NQ for eval, MNQ for fundeds. I would agree with that, yeah. But you said NQ, if I somehow had a winning week, can I buy more accounts? Oh, I can buy more accounts in my first ever payout. Yeah, that's a great mindset to have too. Like I always tell people, like as you're getting into prop firms, like you want to reinvest the money you make back in. Like you don't want your initial expense to be really high. So essentially, like you want to buy the cheap 50K evaluations at first, keep trading those, get a payout, then it's like, okay, I've made money from trading, I can reinvest my profits back in. So then at the point of me inputting more money back into trading, it's me like recycling the money, right? It's like the money I got from trading, I'm putting back in, so I'm reinvesting back into myself. I'm reinvesting back into funded accounts. You said, same bro, on my way to my first payout ever as well. That's great. I'm rooting for both you guys, bro. I feel like the first payout always hits different. I'm not gonna lie. Like your first payout could be $200, but it's gonna feel like a lot of money if that makes sense. You said, don't worry, we got this, bro. Yeah, both of you guys definitely got this. And like honestly, like I feel like even showing up to a trading stream, like I say this all the time, like honestly, a lot of the people that show up here, it's a great indication of you being a good trader in the future. Because like you're going out of your way to find education. Like you're going out of your way to find a community and improve your trading, right? Bro said Tradeovate ain't doing nothing. But like I feel like the people that are showing up to educational streams, these are the type of people that will be successful in the long run, right? It's like, you guys aren't just like trading by yourself and saying, oh, well, like I took a loss, it's whatever. Like, no, you're like, you stay here until the end too. Like right now, I did a whole breakdown of the session, right? Like you listen to me do educational stuff. Like you're not just in it for the money, if that makes sense. But it said thanks, bro, with a hugging emoji. I've never even seen that emoji before. Bro said, I'm buying Tradevate and shutting it down for real. Didn't even see that. Oh god, what? Someone send me a reel by Dodgy. Oh no, I'm scared. You said this is free college courses that pay, why not? I mean, yeah. There's a grown-ass man on you. You said take care, pillow. I'm gonna head out, guys. Appreciate you stopping by, Vizit. Have a good rest of your day. You take care as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I got anything else to say. So, I mean, I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here too, to be honest. But, also, in case you guys aren't in my free Discord already, I do have my free Discord linked in my pinned comment. So I'll head out too, man. Appreciate you not stopping by, Pillow. You said thanks for the free company. You as well. But yeah, join my free Discord if you're not in there already. It's in the pinned comment link to my profile. If you're looking for a platform to trade with, check out Alpha Futures. I do have my discount code, which is code TIMB27. Oh, you said did you trade gold last night? My bad. I skipped over that one. I did trade gold last night. So I didn't do the best trading gold last night. Why not? Real quick, I'll do that. Then I'll get off. Don't delete the indicator. I'm just going to log in real quick so I can remind myself where my executions are. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the proudest of these executions, to be honest, but I'll just pull up MGC. So, first trade I took, some long in here. What time frame was this on? Three-minute inverse. It was probably his 3-minute if I had to guess. So I guess I took a long off this 3-minute, it looks like. I put my stop loss down to swing low. I was just going for a 1-to-1. I bet my break-even point was probably here if I remember correctly. So so why did I take this trade? So at the open, we kind of dumped, and I feel like higher time frame. Like, so for my narrative, right? I feel like we're trending bullish currently, right? We're trending bullish order flow, right? I want to say we were expecting some form of gap here. Oh, I remember. This was this? Oh, I'm actually mixing days up. Well, essentially, we were bouncing off of some gap. I can't remember what it was, but you said, did you take anything? Today, I took one loss on NQ. I took like a long off Asia lows when we swept it. That 1-minute inversion, I got stop rated, then it went my way. I'm going over the trade I took last night in gold right now, though. But this was the thing I got stop rated on NQ. But I guess I must have took this 3-minute inversion over here. I know we were definitely delivering from a 15-minute gap. I know that for a fact. See, like, right, we're moving bullish. So the thing in this trade, like, yes, we were trading inside of a bearish 15-minute, but I was just thinking, you know what? We're moving bullish higher time frame. We're also coming out of a bullish 15-minute gap, so I kind of thought we'd be long. So I took that, like, 3-minute inverse over there. Got stop rated on that. I actually took one more trade, which at this point, I flipped bias to short. So why did I flip bias to short in this gold trade, right? So this 15-minute gap over here that I was kind of basing my trade off of got inverted. So I was like, you know what? Like, we inverted this 15-minute gap. We low-key kind of have some of these, like, stacked lows below. I was like, honestly, we're probably going to move bearish for a bit. We might come to like sweep this low or something, right? So I was looking for shorts. What happened next? So we traded up into this 5-minute gap over here. So honestly, this isn't the best on my part. So let's wait till we drawings here. So we traded up into this 5-minute gap. We did give a reaction down out of it. So again, I forget what time frame this was on. Was this 4-minute, I want to say? Yeah, it's probably this 4-minute. So we inverted this 4-minute gap. So I was like, you know what? We're respecting this, No, I took one more trade before this. No, I'm bugging. Wait, that was the set. I should start journaling my trades better, to be honest. Essentially, I took some short down here that got stop rated. Was it a 2-minute? Essentially, there was some gap in this leg, I remember. I took a short off of here, but the thing going against me was we opened up an unfilled 15-minute gap at my stop, right? So you can see this first trade I took. We opened up that unfilled 15-minute gap, which I definitely should have paid more attention to. I literally remember taking that trade and saying, damn, like this unfilled 15-minute gap's going to cook me. And that's pretty much exactly what it did. And then from there, after it stop rated me, then it actually gave me the entry I wanted, which was like that 4-minute inverse I was talking about. Like this 4-minute. Just going for a 1-to-1, so it barely hit, but honestly, not the cleanest Asia session for gold. I feel like especially like when I first sat down, like I feel like nothing was really going on, but honestly, not the proudest of those gold executions, but it's whatever. I'm still practicing on gold. I'm not gonna lie, I should probably leave my drawings for each trade so that I can like more easily remember which one I took. Or I wonder if I could use Trade Zella instead, and that would make things easier. I don't know, I'll think about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream here though. I don't think I have anything else to say. So I do appreciate every single one of you guys stopping by. You said, isn't this eval? No, that's an eval. So I don't really care that much. Like, even if I blow the account, it's an eval. So it's like, it's whatever. I'm just kind of messing around a little bit. It's kind of like paper trading with like a little bit of risk, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap the stream up here. So I do appreciate every single one of you guys stopping by. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Peace out.